The author, Donald J. Robertson, combines philosophy plus modern psychology, CBT therapy, to show how Socrates' method of questioning can help us think more clearly, reduce emotional suffering, challenge irrational beliefs, make better decisions, live a more meaningful life. The central idea is simple. Most of our suffering does not come from events, but from how we interpret them. Socrates taught people to question their assumptions instead of blindly believing them. Classical building Part 1. Who Socrates really was. Socrates lived in Athens around 470 to 399 BCE. He never wrote books. Everything we know comes from his students, mainly Plato. He was known for walking around Athens asking questions, challenging powerful politicians and thinkers, refusing to accept common sense without proof, teaching through dialogue instead of lectures. Scales his trial and death. Socrates was accused of corrupting the youth, not believing in the gods of Athens. He defended himself with calm logic, but the court sentenced him to death. He accepted his sentence and drank poison hemlock rather than escape, because he believed it is better to suffer injustice than commit injustice. Respect for law is important even when it is flawed. This moment became the foundation of his moral philosophy. Part 2. The Socratic Method, the heart of the book. The most important tool in the book is the Socratic Method. It works like this. 1. Ask questions, not answers. Instead of saying, "This is true," Socrates would ask, "What do you mean by that? How do you know? Is that always true?" 2. Break down beliefs into assumptions. Most people hold beliefs like, success means money, failure is bad, people must respect me. Socrates would challenge, what is success? Is failure always bad? Why must others respect you? 3. Expose contradictions. If a belief contradicts another belief, at least one must be wrong. Example: I value honesty, but I lie to avoid problems. Socrates forces the mind to see conflict clearly. 4. Reach clearer thinking, not always final answers. Socrates often did not give final answers. Instead, he removed confusion, cleared false beliefs, helped people think more honestly. Part 3. Stoicism plus Socrates connection. The book connects Socrates with Stoic philosophy. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus admired Socrates because he controlled his emotions. He focused on what he could control. He accepted death calmly. Key Stoic Socratic idea. We cannot control events, only our judgments about them. For example, someone insults you. You suffer only if you believe the insult matters. You fail an exam. The event is neutral. Your interpretation creates pain. This idea is the foundation of modern CBT therapy. Part 4. Why we suffer mentally, core psychological idea. Robertson explains that most mental suffering comes from crossmark cognitive distortions. These are faulty thinking patterns like overgeneralizing, I always fail. Catastrophizing, this is the worst thing ever. Mind reading, they hate me. Emotional reasoning, I feel it, so it must be true. Socrates would attack these thoughts directly. Example: thought, everyone thinks I'm useless. Socratic questions. Who exactly is everyone? Have you asked them? Is there evidence or assumption? Could there be another explanation? Left-pointing magnifying glass Part 5. Socrates as a therapist, modern CBT link. One of the strongest ideas in the book is Socrates was one of the first cognitive therapists. Modern CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, uses the same method. Step 1. Identify thoughts. What am I telling myself? Step 2. Question them. Is this logically true? Step 3. Replace with rational thinking. What is a more balanced interpretation? Example: situation, you fail a test. Irrational thought, I am a failure. Socratic response, does one test define your entire life? Rational thought, I failed this test, but I can improve next time. Classical building Part 6. Socratic wisdom about life. The book highlights several deep Socratic principles. 1. The unexamined life is not worth living. This means, if you never question your beliefs, you live on autopilot. You may never understand yourself. 2. Intellectual humility. Socrates said, "I know that I know nothing." Meaning, true wisdom starts with recognizing ignorance. Overconfidence blocks learning. 3. Virtue is more important than success. For Socrates, money, fame, and power are secondary. Character and wisdom matter most. 4. Moral integrity over comfort. Socrates refused to escape prison because he valued justice over survival. He refused to betray his principles. Crossed Swords Part 7. How to apply Socratic thinking in daily life. The book is highly practical. It suggests using Socratic questioning like a mental habit. Step 1. Catch your automatic thoughts. Whenever you feel angry, anxious, sad, overwhelmed, pause and ask, "What am I thinking right now?" Step 2. Challenge it. Ask, "Is this fact or opinion? What evidence supports it? What evidence contradicts it? Am I exaggerating?" Step 3. Reframe it. Replace with a more rational thought. Instead of, "I will fail everything," try, "I am struggling right now, but I can improve with effort." Step 4. Act wisely. Socrates believed philosophy is useless unless it improves behavior. So ask, "What is the best action I can take right now?" Part 8. Socratic Paradoxes, Deep Ideas. The book also explores some paradoxical Socratic ideas. 1. No one does wrong willingly. People do bad things because they believe it is good for them, or they lack understanding. 2. Virtue equals knowledge. If you truly understand what is good, you will do it. 3. Happiness comes from within, not from external conditions, but from wisdom, self-control, rational thinking. Part 9. Final message of the book. The main message is, you don't need to change the world first, you need to change how you think about the world. Socrates teaches, question everything. Don't trust first impressions. Examine your beliefs deeply. Replace emotional thinking with rational thinking. Pushpin final summary, short version. If we compress the entire book, Socrates taught that thinking clearly is the key to a good life. Most suffering comes from irrational beliefs. Questioning your thoughts leads to freedom. Stoicism and CBT both come from Socratic ideas. A good life equals a reflective, examined life.